My favorite character in the series is... She's coming up later in this game, is Fujiwara no Moko. She's the EX boss of 8. She is my favorite because she is the best ever. Not only is she adorable, but she's awesome because she's immortal and really like super powerful. And she's been through a lot of shit in her day. I'll probably explain her backstory when we get to her. But she is still like one of the friendliest people on Earth.
Yeah. She's not the girl with the sword, is she?
No.
Okay.
Girl with the sword.
Ghosts.
Oh no, not she's not Yomu.
Okay.
Yomu is from 7.
Alright.
8 is a fun game, Imperishable Night. I'd actually recommend it as a great starting point. It's probably it's tied for my favorite with 10, Mountain of Faith. The music in both games are what I would say is probably the best in the series.
Is that when they switched from the chiptune music to having like actual instruments
Hi, Meiling.
Hello.
No, that was no, I think 10 was when they shit. I think 10 was when they started trying to make the music sound more natural, because 10 has a sound font right out of Gen 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally does.
I
still like the Sega Genesis tunes they have though. That's pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh okay. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the PC 98 games.
Probably.
Those were the games where the sound card was literally a Sega Genesis.
Hey, do you have fall damage?
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering about that. Also, when you're on top of that staircase, it looks fucking gorgeous. Go looking downwards. This game's got some great bloom effects. Like, holy crap.
This game isn't all that impressive looking, but there are some shots that do look really good.
I am digging the lighting. It's actually really good.
That's one thing I will praise this game for. This right here is a dungeon we're going to go to way later in the game.
Yeah.
It's also going to serve as one of the post-game dungeons. I find it really funny, though, that you can already find your way to the door, though.
Yeah.
So as you can see, our house has been kind of destroyed, hence all the lighting.
Was that even 30 minutes? Dude, that was like fucking... How long was that? We're not even half an hour into recording on this.
I'll tell you though, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time finding places to cut though.
Probably. I just gotta look for the breaks and the tangents.
Yeah, because this is one big game, one big overall.
Also, you know what I'm noticing?
What?
This is the first
shiny.
This is the first technical RPG game we're tackling.
I had hoped for a Neptune game, but I can settle for this.
This is still okay. I'm more surprised we didn't either tackle a Neptune game, a Pokemon game, or a Kingdom Hearts game first.
Or Tails.
Or Tails. One hell of a way to break the ice, right? I think Johnny's first rare game was Star Fox, so what do I know?
You know, since I can see how much you're into it right now, I would totally be okay with doing a blind playthrough, a blind day one playthrough of Berseria.
Ha! Oh, that reminds me. There's this dude I follow on YouTube. His name is Dongari. He posts ridiculous fucking Devil May Cry 4 combo videos. He's recently doing some Berseria videos. Berseria combo videos.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the combat system in Berseria is way different than it is from any of the previous games. You can actually attack with all of the face buttons now instead of just X and circle.
Cool.
So that's good. The game wasn't really limiting before. It's just it was more of a structure in terms of what did what and where the menu was and whatnot.
I like how even the paint's chipped. I'm not sure how I like that, but that's an interesting touch.
That is an interesting detail. Yeah. Sorry, I'm wasting a lot of time here. There's not really a whole lot to do in here. I really do like this the scenery. I'm
glad I sell for 1080p instead of 720p. Hey,
I'm not a fan of everyone's character portraits, though. There's one character's portrait who I outright hate.
I like how Meiling almost has an ahoge right there. That's great.
This is my sex face.
She is tapping into her saber right now. And library. Oh, there is Patchouli in this game.
Yeah, we're going to be coming back here a lot, by the way.
Patchouli's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah. Patchouli is actually how you save the game.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah, come on.
What's her model look like? I'm curious. Or
game. Oh, do I have to talk to Meiling first?
That's likely.
Okay, that's one of the things that annoys me in this game is that there are selectively what's the hell is
I got terrible joke.
contextual actions.
I have a shitty joke to make. The library wasn't damaged. Well, whoever was hacking was a communist. That's for sure. No books were burned. Her model's okay, or her portrait.
Most of them are fine. Again, there's only one that I despise. Believe me, you'll know it when you see it.
Oh, I think. Yeah, we'll probably know when we see it.
You haven't seen it yet, because before now you've only seen me play about 10 minutes of this game.
I know. We'll see it together.
So the main premise of this game, of the majority of it, is that we're basically just going on a wild goose chase to find out who it was that destroyed our house, and also trying to prove because there's a quote unquote monster on the loose, and a lot of the symptoms point to it being us because it's similar to something that we did in the past, and so we're also kind of trying to clear our name by catching the monster.
I see the PS4 fans waking up.
No, that's the actual fan here.
Nope, I'm hearing one of the consoles. Well, then again, it's either PS4 or my PS3.
I wouldn't be surprised if your PS3 started doing what mine does.
Yeah, my PS3's... I don't know if it's dying. It's doing a thing where the internal memory's kind of fucked up right now because of a failed installation, so I don't know.
Did you ever do that thing I told you about doing with...
Yes, I did do that immediately.
With the recovery menu?
I did, but I haven't done it recently.
But
then again, it was only like a couple months ago, so... By the way, it did help immensely with load times, so it was fucking great.
What?
It did help immensely with load times when I did that. That was great.
That'd be a service. Yeah, that was a similar thing that my Vita started having problems with last year, was that occasionally it would do this thing where it would freeze up entirely, or it just wouldn't load some games at all. So I'd have to go back and rebuild the database, new recovery and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that was a pain in the ass because that automatically rearranged all my menus and folders on the Vita, and that's a pain in the ass to set that back up every time.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, when I did that for my PS3, it deleted all my folders for my games, so I'm like, I'll go default view. The most that's happened to me is that now I have my demos mixed in with my full game, so that's a little arduous to sort through.
Not
too big of a deal.
Yeah, that'll do it. So also, apparently, Ramelia's missing. She's not actually missing. Well, again, the story changes depending on who you're playing as. You later find out that whichever character you're not playing as is just stuck in the basement.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, that's the dungeon area?
Yeah, the dungeon from before, the more math side.
Huh.
They're literally just stuck in the basement.
Vermilia is stuck in the basement. Top tier vampire.
So behold the world map of this game. You wouldn't think much of it, but this actually is pretty interesting because it's... I know this isn't an official game, but it's really the first bit of quote-unquote concrete map you ever really get of Gensokyo. And being honest, a lot of places are not necessarily where I thought they would be. I'll go more into it when when the map becomes fully expanded. This is just the beginning of it. But I always sort of thought, I didn't think that the forest was going to be in the south. I always actually kind of thought it would be in the west.
Yeah.
And I thought Ramelia's house was actually in the east.
Yeah, I mean, I'll actually agree with you on that one. It's similar to the first time. Always played Mario 64 as a kid, so when I played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the first time, it gave me like a full world map. I was like, wow, it's interesting how everything's laid out.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that game, it was one of the games.
But also that mountain temple thingy all the way on the right. I initially thought that was going to be the Myoren temple, the Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
No, it turns out that's actually Remu's shrine.
Huh.
It's really far out, which is odd because I always thought that it was like right next to the village here. I thought it was going to be that little blue house thingy right there next to the village and the waterfall thingy. You see it, right?
The one to the far right, right?
No, that's what it is. I thought it was going to be that blue roof thingy closer
Oh,
to the
yeah,
village.
I see it.
Yeah, that one closer to the middle. I always thought that's where it would have been, relatively close to the village.
Yeah.
Because, if it's not, that's kind of a bit of a ways. Kind of forces people to go a bit of a ways out if they want to pray at the shrine or donate or whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she never gets any donations.
Maybe it's like one of those Buddhist monks or like one of those walks that people have to go through like a rite of passage in order to reach it. like it's a. You have to go through like a rite of passage by walking there. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing is, and sorry to hover on this so long, is you see another little temple house thingy up there on the northeast corner up there?
Yeah, behind a giant forest.
Yeah, I don't remember what that is offhand. I thought that also was going to be a different... I thought that was actually going to be the Taoist temple. Neither that nor the Myoran temple are in this game at all, but which is odd because this game came out, I think, in 2014. But I don't think we go to that place at all. It's been about a month actually since I've beaten this game. But yeah, that was surprising. Anyways, so now we have two choices of where we can go. We can go up north or down south. Where do you want to go?
I'm feeling up north.
Okay. To be truthful, that would actually be my first time in either playthrough going north first.
Yeah.
This game does have a lot of places where it does get to show off its stellar lighting, though.
Lair of the legendary python. Huh.
Oh, this boss.
This sounds fun.
It's not a hard boss. It has some particularly funny dialogue. You're gonna be in for a bit of a beefer, though. This is a big area.
All the more reason to level up. I don't know. I guess the reason I chose to go north first is because back in Pokemon Coliseum, Mount Battle's up north, so I just immediately try to focus up there. Also, frogs.
Yeah.
An enemy that is much easier to deal with in Touhou games as opposed to Symphony of the Night.
Or any of the Castlevania games.
Yeah.
But no, check out this game's stellar lighting here.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Dude, holy shit.
This game definitely... I don't imagine there was a whole lot limiting it on the PC, but this game definitely benefited from the PS4 port.
Yeah, well, what year did this game come out again? On a PC?
I think it started development in 2011. I think it came out in 2014.
Huh. That's something. Actually, in that respect, I'm surprised it got ported so quickly to the PS4.
It all came out last year on PS4. That's the weird thing is that a lot of games have actually been coming to PS4 for Touhou in the last year or two. It started with Gensokyo Wanderer, and this was one of them too. Actually, I don't think this was. No, it was Gensokyo Rondo, which is the shooting fighting game. It was Gensokyo Wanderer, which was initially for the Vita, but then ported to the PS4, which is the roguelike.
Huh.
And then it was. Then I think it was this, and then after this, I think it was Sky Arena, which, by the way, that game is shit.
Yeah.
But that won't stop me from supporting the series anyways, because damn it, I'm an idiot.
And these guys need money anyway.
Yeah, next is... initially I heard something about some people saying something about getting the original... About getting the original Touhou 14 on there, but I don't see that happening. What else was just recently announced too was that they're actually going to get Touhou 14.5 Urban Legend in Limbo on the PS4, which actually is one of the actual fighting games. Beware though, it's not one of the good ones. It's one of the shitty ones where you're always flying.
Okay.
I would have killed for having either Scarlet with Rhapsody or what the hell is it? That the 12.3, the one that no one can decide on its fucking name because apparently its Japanese name is apparently something untranslatable. Hiso Tensoku. The funny thing is I've seen like 3. Oh no! Now I remember what 12's title was. It was Unnatural Flying Object. I forget what the initial name. What the initial name for 12.3 is offhand. If you could look that up, that'd be great. But the newer quote unquote translation is the Super Dreadnought Guinal. I know, right?
That is beautiful. Yeah, let's give it a quick look. Hang on a second. Touhou 12.3. But theoretically, though, if what's this game fan made?
Yeah.
Theoretically, if anyone else in America is willing to invest in publishing a fan made game in America, that just swung the door wide open on the potential for getting a whole bunch of shit over here. Actually,
it's also really important in general for indies and whatnot in general that Touhou is now on the PS4 because that opens the door up to so many more games. What I'd love to see ideally is, and I know this is probably a long shot, but I would love to see Touhouvania on the PS4.
Oh no, I was thinking the same thing actually, and there's actually precedent for that. before I get to the game,
Bloodstained.
12.3 is called Touhou Hiso Tensoku.
That's its Japanese name. I wanted to see what its initial translation was.
All right, let's see. Where is that name? It's 12.3. Weather Rhapsody? No,
that's
10.5.
10.5.
Yeah, it's not showing me a direct translation name. It's not that I'm seeing.
Unnatural something or other. You know what? Just go into Google and type in Touhou Unnatural, and it'll probably come up.
Probably. Well, I was about to say, do you remember back in Sonic 4 Episode 2, how it literally opens with a level called Sylvania Castle?
Yeah.
In theory, because you're not really breaking any copyright law whatsoever with Touhouvania, I mean...
Well, Touhouvania is another fan name. The actual name is... I forget what the first one is. Kamajo Densetsu, Touhou Scarlet Symphony, and Stranger's Requiem. So they're not officially called Touhouvania. That's just the shorthand for it.
Yeah, theoretically, you could get away with publishing those in America because if you look at something like Hyperdimension Neptunia, that shit has never been touched by copyright whatsoever, and it's fucking fantastic for it because they're always so clever about how to go about doing it. I've played through a good chunk of the first Touhouvania game, and there's nothing directly that's copyrighted at all. Maybe besides a heroine in red using a whip, and that's it.
But the first game is...
Ephemeral Unnatural Balance?
Huh?
Ephemeral Unnatural Balance? Or that's one of the things I'm getting.
I've never heard of that one before.
Touhou fan game.
Not fan game. 12.3. Just look up Unnatural, Touhou Unnatural, and it'll...
I did,
and
it's not really giving me anything directly. Touhou Hiso Tensoku, that's not it. Unnatural, type giveaways.
You know what? Just look up Hiso Tensoku translation.
Sure. Hiso Tensoku translation.
Normally I wouldn't care that much, but it's just bothering me because I was one of those people that was calling it by its initial translation for so many years after they came out with a new one. Because it's one of those old habits die hard sort of things.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
What's up?
It just gave me a redirect for translation name. Scarlet, Weather Rhapsody, that's the same expansion for it. Yeah, I'm not finding anything on this.
Do you want to look up 12.3 on the wiki then?
Eh. I'll get a break. I'm actually going to pay attention to the action because I've been having my nose in my phone for 5 minutes now.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm not... For this one, folks, I imagine Brad's going to be playing the game for the entirety of it. I'm helping be co-pilot for commentary.
It's...
That's okay, though. I enjoy watching this shit.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot going on visually, so this is going to be... So this, I imagine, is a game where a lot of people are going to be tapping away and just listening to us.
That's true because of these really fucking long dungeons.
The game overall isn't that terribly long, but the actual dungeons themselves can go on for a while. They can go anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour.
Yeah, by the way, can I just point out how it seems like the idea of being able to jump over projectiles really makes a Touhou game easier? It just seems like it for me because that just, like, completely mitigates one dimension.